YouTube, how's it going? So I came up against another Chaos army again tonight. I decided to take pretty much the same army as I did last night, except for this time I decided to take Wurzagg and try him out for size. So right off the bat, you already kind of should know my army if you watched the video from yesterday. Orc Boar Boy Biggins on the flanks with the Goblin Big Bosses. Got four nasty skulkers. Four of them in the middle here. I got giants to support them, along with Wurzagg, who's protected by the Crimson Killers in case they brought in a flying goon squad. Now my opponent, he has chosen to go for a different army than the last player. So he's got some Chaos Spawn, Chaos Marauders, Marauder Horsemen, and he's got some Chaos Warriors with halberds and also with axes. And then that should be it. And he also brought Archaon and the Exalted Hero over here. So we're gonna charge in. I'm gonna immediately try to get to Archaon. I should have sent this giant right after him immediately. Unfortunately, I did not get to do that. I'm going to try to send my Boar Boy Biggins on the flanks. There really aren't all that many great targets for them. I could have maybe sent them after the Chaos spawn. But I mean, the Chaos Warhounds, that's not really worth my time. Anyway. And I'm just trying to keep them away from the halberds, who will be quite an annoyance this battle. And then I have my two squigs, which I think I forgot to mention, coming around the back, also looking for some rear charges, but he has defended the rear of his lines quite well. As you can see, I'm just constantly trying to chase down Archaon here, who has just been super slippery the entire game. See my giant facing off against the Chaos spawn here. He's got these great axe infantry nearby. I'm going to try and charge them here, but it's going to be pretty difficult. Squigs are going to go in. They're going to get caught, though, a little bit. They're going to try and get Archaon. So are my Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Just trying to keep him in place. Then I'm going to try to hit him with Effigy of the Git. Get a good shot of that. Unfortunately, he basically routs these two units almost instantly, and I'm too worried about other things going on elsewhere. Over here, Goblin Big Bosses are kind of tied down by some Chaos Marauders, and then Wurzagg is just stuck over here getting attacked by Chaos Spawn and Chaos Warriors with great weapons. We're going to be a great counter for these Crimson Killers, but the Crimson Killers also have great axes, so it'll be a good matchup. Over here, my Goblin Wolf Riders really don't have a great target. All these halberds nearby. Over here in the back, he is chasing off my routed units, which is the right thing to do. And he's got his Exalted Hero attacking my Goblin Big Boss, and he's going to rout him. Archaon, I was not really able to get too much damage done to him. I really just didn't bring what I needed to get rid of him, to at least tie him down. It would have been a lot better against Kolek, I think. Who, well, maybe not. Anyway, over here I'm going to bring back in my Orc Boar by Biggins, but at this point the writing is on the wall. And I think I end up admitting defeat here in a second. So, as you can see, it is definitely possible to counter this armor-piercing army. This time it was just with overwhelming numbers and some mis-micromanaging on my part as well. Squig Herd probably weren't necessary in this battle at all. Probably would have been better bringing more Black Orcs or something. Anyway, that'll do it for this replay. I played another one, and in this one I decided to change it up and play as Musalon or whatever, the Red Duke. So you can kind of guess my plan here. So I'm going to be trying to use the Red Duke, who is on a Hell Steed, of course, to disrupt the archer formations and all of that. Anyway, I just bring a token army of skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen, a couple white kings, mortis engine. I would have brought the Claw of Nagash, but just didn't have enough money left over. So I'm going to send the Red Duke in a little bit ahead and kind of swing him around. The Blood Knights are going to be able to take on these Knights of the Realm just fine, so I'm glad he charged me actually. And he's also going to try and charge these Blood Knights with King Leoncoeur, and I'm going to send in these skeleton spears to assist them. So that was not the right fight for them, so they're going to pull out. But the Pegasus Knights are going to take some damage while doing so, as you can see. Right over here, I accidentally misclick and I send in the Mortis Engine. I meant to make these guys a group, but I didn't before the fight started, so that was kind of a mistake on my part. Luckily, I should be able to heal these guys, and I've got the Sternsman going in to defend it. So I also got with the Koningstein Stalkers. I brought these two because they have higher leadership, and they'll last a lot longer in an extended fight. So back here, I've just got the White Kings back here as well, along with some zombies that I'm spawning. And over here, I see that this flank might not do as well, so I'm actually going to do a Wind of Death here and get you a nice shot of that. Wind of Death is just devastating. As you can see, we pretty much destroyed that entire flank in one go right there. So that was huge. These Knights of the Realm are going to come back in, but I've got these skeleton spears over here, so they won't do too well. They'll get sent off very quickly. I've got these two units just sitting back here. I should reactivate them here in a second. Back here, his archers are going to start to rout. And I'm going to try and chase them off, but there's so many of them, it's kind of hard to get all four of them with just 2 White Kings. But I'm going to have to try. Over here, King Leoncoeur is being quite... he's holding out quite well, let's just put it that way, and his paladins are as well. I didn't actually notice he had 3 paladins, I thought he only had 2. Huh. Anyway, they'll do okay in this fight for a little while, but with the Mortis Engine around and with the Red Duke up here putting down Invocation of Nehek, it's not looking good for them. Plus the Sternsmen are in there along with these Blood Knights, who will do quite well. I just spawned some zombies over here. In retrospect, probably not necessary, but it'll at least keep Leoncoeur on the ground for a little bit until we can finish off these paladins and focus on him. I'm waiting for Invocation of Nehek to pop back up here. So now out here, my White Kings are going to continue to run them off the field. He's going to try and kite me to Kingdom Come. Now he's firing at these zombies. This is not a good move. Don't waste your ammo on summoned units, especially like zombies who are going to fade very quickly. As you can see, all the sparks coming off of them, they do degenerate over time. And it's fairly quick for zombies. So anyway, we're wrapping up this flank over here. Leoncoeur, he's starting to take a little bit of damage. It's probably mostly from the Mortis Engine, honestly. Over here, I guess the Mortis Engine is pushing off the Paladin over here. I must have hit an attack order on accident, but I'm going to pull it back in. Over here, I'm bringing back my White King, because I know that if we get rid of Leoncoeur and these Paladins now, it's just going to end anyway, so I just figured, well, let's just get him off the field. So I'm going to have him charge in and get a close-up of Leoncoeur inside a tree here with Beaky. Oh, these guys are all just moving to focus on the Paladin. I think I hit an attack order on him, but they're going to turn right around and go after the Leoncoeur. And that's it. So yeah, that was a really fun one. My opponent made a mistake early on trying to fight those Blood Knights. He really should have stayed closer to his pole arms, because they would have at least had a chance against them, maybe, if they had a bunch of them, because they're anti-large. But yeah, I think it was just came down to army picks. So anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know how I did in this video. You know, I'm absolutely new to YouTube, and I would love to start up a little community here of some viewers. So leave a comment, leave a like, tell me what I can do better, tell me what I did well, and thanks for sticking around for the whole video. I will talk to you guys very soon.